across the world in the U.S., Ukraine, and Scotland. And there's a swing and a miss. Fleming will scoop it up and throw it down to first for the out. And a strikeout and Pitcher in the circle here is Isabella Albro, who is 1-4 on the year. And Wise will lift that out to deep left field, goes over the head of the left fielder, and that's going to be a stand-up double here for Taylor Wise. Here's the 1-1, lay down for a sacrifice bunt. And that is safe at first base, so the runners move to third, and Taylor Wise for the stolen base of the year for Kayla Chang. Count 1-0 here to Fleming. That is nubbed down to the second baseman. And a quick throw over to first, but the run will score as Taylor Wise comes across to give the Eafs a 1-0 lead. And that is lined down to second. Marr is there to make the play over to first, and the side is retired. So a walk to Sienna Petrosevich, and then a hit by Isabel Albro. First and second here with two-way, but an 0-2 count here on Pellini. There's the pitch by Blanche. Down low, that throw goes into center field, and the runner will move to third as Taylor Wise backing up. And swings through it, strike 2-1 now to Glickman. Kaya Glickman got a chance to win a gold medal in softball for Israel at the Maccabi Games. And lifts that one out to left center field, and getting underneath it by Katie Blanche. And count 0-1 here to Lee, who is 0 for 1 in game number 2. Struck out her first time up. Here's the 0-1. Squaring the bunt, Sydney Fleming with a throw down to first, and count 0-2 to Maya Lee, who went 0 for 3 in game number 1. Here's the 0-2 by Blanche, and that is in there for strike 3. Fifth strikeout of the day for Katie Blanche. So they did give an error to Sydney Fleming on that throw down to second, so the Eafs with one error, as that one's down to third base. Good clean pickup at third. Prep in Alameda, California. The runner on at first, and that's down to second. Trying to get it was Bates's Elizabeth Pellini, and we're on the year with 11 hits and 33 at bats. Also included in that, one home run for Ramos. And Ramos lines out to the first baseman, goes off for Mitt. The runner, Coughlin, comes to third looking to go home, and the slide in is safe. And Ramos moves down to second base.
Next up to bat for the Eafs, number 10.
Tough play for... Here's the 3-2. Down to third, clean grab there at third, and quickly over to first base for the final out, and the side is retired. Oh, 0-1 count here to Fleming. And this goes deep. Kennedy gets underneath it to make the play, and the side is retired. So Fleming gave that a good... Ramos, a .333 hitter, and lines one out to left center field for a base hit. Second run batted in for Ronnie Ramos, and her second hit of the day. And the Eafs now lead it 3-0.
Number 10, Kaya Glickman.
So now in on at first. Eafs lead it 3-0 here over Bates. Here's the 2-1 with the runner going. And the throw down to second. It goes off the glove of Ella Marr, and in there with a... And that is lifted out to left field as it goes off the glove of Anderson, and coming around to score will be Ronnie Ramos. And the East now lead it 4-0. That one driven pretty deep there by Glickman. Imagine that. Emma Yen, who's from Albertson, New York. Takes that pitch in there for a strike, and the count now 3-2. Down to third. Ramos will touch third, and that will end the game. And the East will win it by a final score of 4-0 here in game number 2. Williams getting a couple of runs batted in on the day from Ronnie Ramos, who went 2 for 3 on the day with a run scored. Sydney Fleming driving in a run for the East. East also scoring on an error.